Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's Jordan Mendiola here, back at it with another video. In this one, we're going to be going over one of my articles, how I write it, how I structure it, and how I got it curated. Let's dive right in. But first, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Here we talk about writing on Medium, how to boost your earnings, how to get curated, everything that has to do with finding your passion in writing and monetizing it. So without further ado, let's dive right into the article that I will be going over today. So what we have here is Minimalist Living, How It Can Benefit Your Life Significantly. This is an article that I wrote on December 4th and published it in the Innovation, a pretty good publication that has a lot of traction right now. It's gotten 182 views, $4.36 in earning, an average read time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So these are pretty okay stats. They're nothing outlandish or anything like that will grab your attention significantly, but it did get curated, and that is the focus of today's video. So we can see that this article got some pretty good traction day 2 and sort of day 3, but this is nonetheless one of my most proudest articles that I've written. So let's dive right in to see what it looks like. Alright, let's start with the headline. Minimalist Living, How It Can Benefit Your Life Significantly, followed by the subheadline. Owning more things and having more options isn't always the best way to live. True, true, true. I chose an image that looks very appealing and minimalistic, so you want to make sure that your article matches the photo that you use as a thumbnail, because believe it or not, aesthetics have something to do with the algorithm and how people click on articles that they want to read. And then if we just quickly scroll through, let's check out the structure of the article. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I'll just go up and down real quick. As you can see, I start out with some type of statistic, a slight attention grabber. The environment around you has a direct correlation to the way your mind functions. That might get the reader thinking. Adding some statistics or some type of research early on shows some credibility to your writing, as well as provides instant, thinking. It helps if your article gets the reader to think, because if they just read your article thinking that you just thought of everything off the dome and didn't do any research to it, then you kind of lose a bit of credibility, and they might just thinking you're just spitting facts that you think are true but are not actually true. So definitely remember to put in some type of research early on is what I like to do, and then elaborate on it. You definitely want to use headlines, and definitely want to use headers, because they help organize your articles. Tells the reader what each section is going to be about. So for this section, how to sell things you don't need, they know exactly what they're getting into, and then I used the smaller headers as some sense of organization, so that they know exactly what that section's going to be about. Every paragraph within my article is between 2 and 4 sentences. I like to do a little bit longer form because it shows that I put complete thoughts into my writing, instead of some people who just write 1 or 2 sentences at a time. I think that it's a great strategy for people to get a lot of readers to scroll through and get the information quicker. But if you want to really make money on the platform and please the algorithm and grab the attention of the curators, you're going to want to write articles that have at least between 3 and 5 sentences per paragraph, because it's just better for the reader, and it just looks nicer, to be honest. Like, this looks nice. In my opinion, obviously, it's my own piece of writing, but I think it looks nicer. Adding quotes here and there, that's really good. Quotes, using these three little ellipsy dots, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but using those to split up your paragraphs or your sections about writing, definitely a tool you want to use. As you can tell, a lot of people highlighted this article because it has a lot of good information, and I think about the highlights. I think about ways to write in a way that my readers can digest it and save certain pieces for later, certain snippets and lines that they might want to refer back to. So it helps to just stay organized. And if we scroll to the very end, one of the common headers that I like to use for a conclusion is final thought, takeaway, or final thoughts. I think it's just a great way to know that you're closing, and it helps provide the reader some type of direction in your writing, knowing that it's coming to an end and you're most likely going to sum it up. So in this article here, I summed it up by writing bullet points, just kind of going over each of the thoughts that I had within the article and summarizing it into short sentences. Yes, there will be people who scroll straight to the end to get the main takeaway, but I think that in the more important sense of wrapping it up, this is a great way for you to recap the highlights of your piece. Adding little short sentences at the end increases a dramatic effect, and I really enjoy doing that. This article got 9 responses, 1.3k claps, and it makes me happy. I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing. I think I did an okay job on it. This is one of my first pieces in the innovation, and I'm pretty proud of it. So that's enough with the screen recording. But basically, I write pretty simple. I like to just make sure that it's structured well, has a captivating headline, an introductive subheader, and I make sure to use all the tools that Medium gives me as far as adding quotes, adding in research, using the bullet points. Just there's a ton of ways that you can organize your piece to get more views and to be more aesthetically pleasing to your readers, but just be sure to look into all of the different characteristics that you can use in strengthening the message of your article and making it more of a fun experience, more of an interactive experience where you're sort of holding the hand of the reader. Because if you just spit a bunch of random facts and information, not everybody's going to want to read, and they're going to get lost. So just imagine that you're writing this for someone who is completely new to your topic but wants help, and understand that you need to be patient with them and do the legwork necessary to organize it in a way that they can easily digest the information. So that's one example of my article that I have written. I really hope that this video helps you in some way or another. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We post here every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. And I really appreciate you for watching. Take care, and until next time.